Hey, what's up, guys? It's Russo and Jordy with Backdoor Fantasy Sports, and we've got another Prize Picks video for you. We're going to be talking about the NBA slate on January 16th, Tuesday. So hopefully we have a good round of Taco Tuesday from Prize Picks. We do have a small slate, just 3 games, but that actually sounds kind of nice to me. Like after Wild Card Weekend and dealing with borderline, like a little bit of sports fatigue. I'm ready to kick back and just focus on a couple games that are good matchups. So before we get into our plays, if you've never tried Prize Picks, use our promo code at the bottom of the screen and they'll double your first deposit up to $100. They'll match what you put on. So if you put the whole 100 on, you'll get 200 to play with. Just use that code and they'll hook you up with that deal. And if you're new to our channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can jump right on these plays when we drop our videos. If you like what we're getting into, then you don't risk missing the plays because sometimes they get removed pretty quickly. And if you guys don't mind, just like the video. That's the best way you can support the channel is just giving us a like. It helps us grow, as you've seen, those of you who've been following. The like just pushes us up into the algorithm and gets us more exposure to a broader audience. So we appreciate that, guys. So these are the plays we're going to be getting into. I'm going to be going with Grayson Allen over 19.5 PRA and Joel Embiid over 48.5 PRA. What are you getting into, Jordy?
Yeah, I'm going to be taking Sabonis for over 7.5 assists and Bradley Beal for over 20.5 points.
All right. Well, before we jump into our breakdown, if you've never tried Chalkboard, it's a new platform that we've partnered up with that we're really enjoying. It's different dynamic than Prize Picks. No flex plays, but they do give you the ability to create your own lines. So you can build your lineup off of any of the alternative lines that are available. And so you can kind of turn plays into demon plays or just easier to hit props, kind of like the Goblin plays. But you can do that to any slate. You can do it to NFL, NBA, like any of the plays they offer. So it's a lot of fun. It's iOS only right now. Just wanted to save you some time if you're on an Android. But they are working on the Android version and they're working on a desktop version. But it is a lot of fun. If you want to give them a shot, there's a link in the description of the video. And if you use code BACKDOOR, they'll match your first deposit up to $100 as well. Just in case you want a little bit of diversity in your betting platforms. We're really digging Chalkboard so far. Cool. So let's get into our recap. So I had taken Lauri Markkanen over 11 rebounds and assists, and he ended up cashing this. The Jazz just continue to roll right now, but he went for 13. And then we had Kristaps Porzingis, who I took for over 2.5 assists, and he fell short of this. He didn't really actually do that much. He played 32 minutes, and he only went for 15 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. But they still ended up securing the win over the Raptors. But yeah, he just didn't really need to facilitate much in this game. What about you, Jordy?
Yeah, I took Cam Johnson for over 2.5 3-pointers made. He had every chance under the sun to hit this. He shot 0 for 8 from 3-pointer, 3 from 13 from the floor, and only played 23 minutes. So just a terrible shooting performance. We can't play for these guys. So it's like we take the play because we like it. And his history, I mean, he's gone over this in the last 20 games like 14 times. So just a bad shooting night for him. He'll get it back together. But I also took Miles Turner for over 6.5 rebounds, and he only had 4 because he only played 17 minutes because the Jazz absolutely whomped the Pacers in this game. And the Pacers need Halliburton, man. Like they don't look the same without him. So he's their backbone of that team. But that was ugly. He would have had it, I think, though, because he got 4 pretty quick, and then the game just got so out of control. Markkanen couldn't miss.
Yeah, and with Cam Johnson, there's nothing you can do about that. You know, if you're taking a good 3-point shooter for their 3-point prop and they put up 8 attempts, he's just having a bad shooting night. Nothing you can do about that.
He was hitting front iron, back iron, everything but the net. I was like, oh, okay.
Gosh. Well, let's get into these breakdowns because I am excited about these plays at first look, and then we'll be hitting you guys with some more for the daily show tomorrow. But my first play, I'm going to be going with the Grayson Allen play. I feel good about this. The Suns are starting to put it together, and I'm really thankful. Having a healthy Bradley Beal has been great for the Suns. And we see a new little burst of energy coming from the team as Booker has been putting it together on points as well. But one thing I'm excited about is Grayson Allen's minutes have stayed consistent with a healthy Bradley Beal too. He's still gone for 30 minutes or more, and it's because of his defense. He's such a good defender that they just need him to stay on the floor, but he can also shoot the ball well. We've got a good matchup here. The Kings are 18th in points allowed, 28th in rebounds allowed, and 23rd in assists allowed. Actually, my bad, that is 2 point guards. Let me see. A little bit tighter for shooting guards. Yeah, the rebounds especially are tighter, but 21st in points allowed, 1st in rebounds allowed, 11th in assists allowed. I thought about going just PA, but he puts it together enough, even in tough matchups with a few rebounds as well, because he's such a gritty player, that I decided to stick with the PRA. I think this line at 19.5 is just still low enough to where I'd like to just take his PRA in full, even with the tough matchup on rebounds. But if we hop over to, let's look at the over-under on this game real quick. So we do have a high-scoring game, 242.5 over-under with the Suns favored by 5.5. I love to see that. But it's going to be a tough matchup for them. It's going to be a high-scoring game, but lots of opportunities for rebounds. Even though it is a tough matchup, the Kings just play at such a fast pace that there's constantly opportunities for rebounds when you're in a game with them. So moving over to Embiid, this PRA option was pretty easy for me if you just look at all that green. He's hit it 9 out of his last 10 games. He does have a tough matchup here, but I'm confident he's going to be able to get this done because he's gone nuts against Jokic before many times. And we actually have Jokic a game time decision. We have Jokic a game time decision, Aaron Gordon a game time decision, Jamal Murray. So he's either going to have a tough matchup where he needs to play a lot of minutes and he will, I think, get this done, or they have a very easy time. But I'm not concerned about a blowout personally. With this over under 227, 76ers favored by 4.5. Obviously, that's going to be different if Jokic is in the game or if he's not in the game. But I like either outlooks of this game, with or without Jokic. I like Embiid to go over this. I forgot to go over to Daily Grind for the Grayson Allen play, so I'll update you guys on that real quick. They have it favored to go over the 19.5, just slightly, 50.82% with a minus 120 on their odds. We have most of these odds makers at a minus 120 or higher. So that kind of confirms that play, but I like it either way. 19.5 is too low for Grayson Allen. And then if we hop over to Daily Grind for Joel Embiid, they have this favor to go over as well at 48.5. They have a 51.56% chance of or odds to hit the over, and they have a minus 125 on the Daily Grind odds. Most of these are a minus 120 or higher, except for FanDuel has it at a minus 106. But I'm feeling good about both of these plays, again, regardless of any potential blowouts. I don't think Grayson has to worry about that, but Embiid, it could get out of hand, but I think he'll still they're going to want to get him in rhythm and let him do his thing, I think, either way. So I'm going to be taking both of these for the over. What do you got for us, Jordy?
Yeah, man. So to get me into mine here, forgive me, my voice is pretty shot right now. I'm dealing with this cold, just under the weather stuff. But to get into my first play, I'm going with the Sabonis assist prop. This is going to be a fun game. Like he said, it was like a 242 over under, and it's like a 5-point spread. I think it's going to be a great game and a crazy game. But Sabonis thrives in these crazy games, man. Like, he went for 15 assists against Milwaukee. And, every tough matchup that they have, he does really well in, except for he has his kryptonite is Philly, man. Like, every time I take him against Philly, he doesn't do anything against him. But, we got a great matchup here too. The Suns are 20th in assists allowed to centers. They're only giving up 3.7, but they don't play Sabonis every day. So Sabonis is a great facilitator. He pushes the ball. He's more of like a lean, athletic big man. He can push the ball really well. And sometimes he plays like a point guard. Like, he'll push it up to the top and find the guys. So I really like this play. 7.5 is pretty low in my opinion. I know he hasn't hit it a whole bunch, but 5 out of 10 is not bad for a center. But 7.5 is so low that I like this line. I think he's gonna have to get some assists in this game. So I like this one to go over. And then for my next play, I'm taking Bradley Beal for points because he's been heating up, and this is going to be a high-scoring game. He's gone over this in 3 out of his last 5, 6 out of his last 10. So over his last 7 games, he's really started to heat up. Honestly, his last 6 is when he got healthy, he came back and started getting his full minutes here, as you can see right here. His first game back against Charlotte, he only had 6 points, but that, everyone's first game back, so he's a little rocky, but he's getting close to 40 minutes a game now, and he's scoring a whole bunch. Obviously, in that game against the Lakers, he had 8 threes. I don't think he's going to go that crazy, but he is shooting almost 4 attempts, shooting 36% from 3, and he's shooting a bunch of shots, 13.8 a game, shooting almost 60% from the floor, which is very good. It's a little tricky because the Suns have everyone listed as a shooting guard, so the matchup is they have him listed as the shooting guard. I think he's their official one. I'm not really sure, but they're okay. So their matchup is actually pretty good for him. They're ranked 21st in points allowed to shooting guards, and they're giving up 28.4 a game. So plenty of room for him to get this done. I think in a big over/under game, I like him to go over this. So that's gonna be my 2, bro.
Great. Yeah. I mean, they even have Grayson Allen listed as a shooting guard, but he plays mostly small forward.
Yeah, and they got
in the
Book
starting
as
lineup.
a shooting guard. It's
Book is playing point, Beal's playing the 2, and then KD's playing the 4, and Nurk's at the 5. But but yeah, it seems like everyone you pull up for the Suns, it's shooting guard.
Yeah, it's whoa,
on here, but well, cool. These are the 4 we're rolling with, guys. Again, we're kind of excited for a light slate just because that was a grind over the weekend, with just so much content to absorb. We're feeling just a little fatigued, but I'm in the mood to just kick back and watch a couple games and start to recover for the next wild card weekend that'll be here before we know it. But we hope you guys have a good Tuesday, and hopefully we get some good value on the Prize Picks tacos. If you are interested in checking out the tools from Daily Grind, our official partner, there's a link in the description of the video, and they're giving all of our viewers 25% off if you just use code BACKDOOR. If you're a first-time user, they'll give it to you off of any of their tools. We've seen people redeem it with the correlation tool, with the DFS optimizer. So whatever it is that you're interested in, if you just use that code, they'll hook you up with that deal. And if you haven't checked out Outlier yet, they're our new partner, and that's the tool that you see us use to pull up all the statistical stuff, like the matchups and the injury reports and stuff. It's been great. We've been using it forever. That's definitely our favorite statistical tool for that type of analysis. But yeah, they'll give you all of our viewers a 7-day free trial. If you just use the link in the description of the video, it's just a direct link that'll set you up with 7 days free if you want to give that a shot. And last thing, if you want to check out our Discord, there's a link in the description of the video for that too. Just basically go into the description and check out all the stuff we've got in there for you. But have a great night, guys, and we will catch you tomorrow in the Daily Show.
Good luck, guys.